You're listening to the Minutes on Growth podcast, the show that brings you mindfully curated insights into relationships, spirituality, personal development, and everything in between, with your host, Tannaz Hosseinpour. Hi, soul friends, it's Tannaz Hosseinpour, and welcome to another short solo episode of Minutes on Growth. Today, I want to discuss a topic that has come up in the past as well. The perceived thought that surrendering and taking action are opposing concepts in the manifesting process. In spiritual communities, we hear this quite often. Surrender to the higher source, have faith, let go and let God, trust the universe. But then we hear motivational speakers and coaches stress the importance of taking action, taking imperfect action, taking aligned action, taking inspired action. So which is it? Well, it's both, and today I want to explain why. To begin with, we are not sole creators of our lives. We are co-creators with the source, with the light, with the universe, whatever you want to call it. Think of it as a 50-50 partnership. We are the ones in charge of preparing the building materials and doing the labor. But the universe is the grand architect putting it all together to be the best of the best. This is where the belief life is always happening for my highest good comes from. But why would we want the higher source to be the architect? Don't we know ourselves better than anyone else? Because our perception of reality is limited to our body's eyes. It is a 3D perspective confined by the constraint of time, whereas the universe has a timeless 5D grand vision. And to be honest, wouldn't you want the absolute best architect for your building? Which brings me to my second reason. You might have just responded no to my last question, and that is perfectly fine too. This is the concept of free will. There is no coercion involved in manifesting in spirituality. Everyone, and I repeat, everyone has the free will to experience life as they'd like. But if they choose to have source involved, that choice is always available to them. Think of source, light, universe, God as this silent, powerful entity that is walking by your side 24 hours in a day. Always there to protect you, always there to support you, to assist you. But it won't until you allow it. You have the free will to choose. So how do you choose to activate the superpower partnership? By taking action. The moment we have taken action towards something, we have signaled the universe that, hey, I'm ready to receive this. I'm ready to embark on this journey. I'm ready to explore. So as you take a step, the universe reveals your next step. Clarity comes through action because action activates divine guidance. In other words, I am taking imperfect, inspired, messy, aligned action with the awareness and certainty that my next step is supported by the universe. That is the element of surrender. I know my role is to build the house, but it's not my role to know how the house will look like. But I know and I have complete certainty that it will be the absolute best house, beyond what I could ever imagine. I am willing to surrender that part of not knowing. Surrender is like trust. It's like being in a dark tunnel, not seeing the end, but trusting that there is light at the end of the tunnel and just taking one step at a time. It's that level of knowing without a shadow of doubt that the sun will rise when the moon sets. Usually at this point, one major question comes up. How do I know what is coming is actually good for me? Remember, the mind loves to label things. That is how the mind stays in control and feels safe. But in reality, we don't really know or see the big picture to be able to judge whether an outcome is good or bad. Surrender means that I know that whatever comes after I've shown up to the best of my ability is for the best, even if my mind can't grasp it right now. I cannot stress the importance of showing up to the best of your ability enough times. Yes, your best will look different every single day, but a life with integrity is a life where at the beginning of the day, we set an intention to show up. And at the end of the day, you tell yourself, I did my best, and that is good enough for me. Sometimes our best is being on supercharge mode. Sometimes our best means simply pausing and not reacting to a challenge. Sometimes our best is being there for others, and sometimes our best is just resting in bed and meditating. You and only you can know what your best looks like. So you might be thinking, why don't some people take action? Because we tend to take action when we believe that something is possible for us, that our efforts will be rewarded, that we are worthy and deserving of it. If the belief isn't there, the mind will convince us to stay stagnant. The mind will fill us up with thoughts like, who do you think you are to want that? Or that desire is only for certain people, or it won't work out, so why try? Or if it could be done, it would have been done, and so much more. So if you've heard yourself say these before, remember, it's just your mind playing small. You are more than your limiting beliefs. Let them go. See yourself as worthy and deserving of it all. See everything through the lens of possibility. The moment the idea comes to you, it is yours to claim. It is already manifested in the metaphysical realm. It just needs to be manifested in the physical. And that is why taking action matters, because it will be manifested through you. And that's why the idea came to you. So soul friends, once again, please remember that the universe cannot deliver the vision if you haven't taken a step in the direction of your goals, dreams, and desires. When you take a step, the vortex between the metaphysical and the physical, the portal of light is opened. And through that portal, the universe will shower you with all the guidance and support you need. But you need to open the portal. The key is always with you. And you, as an extension of Source, deserve to have all that you desire and more. You just have to believe it and walk confidently in that direction. Thank you for listening. Speak soon. Thank you for joining us this week on Minutes on Growth. If you enjoyed today's episode, then make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now.